Hello and welcome. My name is Vickie-Marie and I'm going to be taking you through a short yoga flow to help open up the hips and reconnect the breath in the body. So when you're ready, we'll begin to come into your seated position. That'll look different for all of us. We might have our legs out, some may be in a staggered position or a traditional cross-legged. Just ensuring that the base leg isn't being pinched by fabric or the earth. I'm just going to begin to take the hand to the heart and hand to the belly, rolling the shoulder blades down the ribcage, opening up the chest. Taking 3 rounds of breath. And when we're ready, we'll begin to take the arms up overhead, YMCA hovering. Maybe we give ourselves a high five. We're going to take a gentle twist as I face you. I'm aspiring to mirror. Left hand coming onto that right shin near thigh as that right hand begins to come behind. You want a bit more leverage back of the hand. And we'll begin to gently release, taking the arms back up overhead to your choice of width. And then twist onto the other side. Hand to thigh or knee. Taking both arms up overhead, we'll begin to cactus, opening up. Make sure you don't lean all the way back onto the back of the sit bones. We'll take the arms up and then down to the heart space. And what I'm going to invite us to do is take our right leg out, sole of the foot coming in towards that right leg. And it might be hovering, it might be in contact. And what we'll begin to do is we're going to begin to take a gentle fold over that right leg. So bring the torso over, hands framing. We're just going to begin to slightly walk the hands forward. So aspiring for that flat back first. And then you can either hinge and fold or begin to tuck the chin in towards the chest. But just beginning to release. Hands may come along the leg. You might grab hold, just depending. We'll begin to lift the torso up. We're going to begin to come into a mini wild thing. So taking your left hand behind you, starfish fingers, so we can stay. Maybe the right hand comes to the thigh, taking that twist. Otherwise, what we're going to begin to do is press into this left hand, left shin, sole of that right foot. So beginning to press, taking the pinky edge of that right foot down. Right hand can stay on the hip, sky, maybe it goes towards the back of your space, opening up the chest. Exhale, beginning to release all the way down, and we'll begin to fold over that right leg. Again, some of us might frame, others might grab hold. If you do happen to have hold of the foot, you might take the hands to the outside. It gives us a little bit more leverage, a little bit more length. But again, your time, your practice. We're going to take that mini wild thing one more time. So beginning to lift the torso up, taking your choice of a twist or your mini wild thing. Leaning back, pulling back with that right arm if we can. And then slowly coming back through center. We're just going to take this on the other side. So taking that left leg out, taking a moment as the sit bone climatizes, and then beginning to bring that right foot in. Again, taking the torso over, getting some length, walking, maybe grabbing hold. This is my stickier side, so I'm going to stay a little bit higher up. Beginning to release. So we'll take our right hand behind you, exploring your mini wild thing. releasing down. Begin to hinge or fold. Lifting up, coming back into that mini wild thing, opening up, pulling back with that top arm. Gently releasing down. And what we're going to begin to do is come into a tabletop position, so beginning to roll over onto the hands and the knees. As you begin to arrive, just having the hands shoulder width apart, hips over the knees. And we're going to begin to come into a downward dog. So tucking the toes, lifting the knees, sending the sit bones up and back, and just pedaling, bending one knee and then the other. And we're going to begin to explore a three-legged dog into a lizard lunge. So beginning to shift the weight into that right foot, lifting the left heel. We can stay here. Maybe some of us begin to bring the foot up. Maybe we bend the knee, stacking that hip over the right. And we're going to begin to shift the weight into the hands. Left foot's coming to the outside of that left hand. We might need to take some adjusting. And we can stay high. You may choose to kiss that right knee down towards the earth. Just taking your lizard lunge. Maybe taking a little bit of a sway, a bit of a maneuver. We'll begin to find some stillness. And if we've released that right knee, tucking the toe, lifting, we're going to come back through to your three-legged dog. And then we're going to come into a pigeon. So beginning to shift the weight into the hands, that left shin coming down towards the earth, knee kissing the wrist, maybe the outside, sliding back with that right foot. Now for some, we might keep the heel in line with the sit bone. Others might take the foot more inward. Your choice, your pigeon. Any pain in that back right knee, tucking the toe, see how that feels. Again, we can stay high. Maybe we begin to melt. Coming into the forearms, releasing the head. Maybe we take the arms out wide. Just taking a few rounds in your pigeon. We'll begin to take the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to come back into that three-legged dog. So tucking the back toe, bring that right knee underneath the hip. We're going to take that left leg all the way back and then downward dog. And clarify. And we're going to begin to take this all on the other side. So beginning to shift the weight to that left foot, taking the right foot up, your choice of three-legged. We're going to come into that lizard lunge. So we're going to take the gaze forward, right foot to the outside of that right hand. And again, you might take that left knee down, your choice. And if we've come onto the knee, beginning to lift, we're going to come back through to your three-legged, taking that right leg all the way back. And then our pigeon. So knee coming towards the wrist, planting the shin down. Sliding that left foot back, releasing the knee. And again, you might bring that right foot more in, maybe it's parallel with the mat. And once you have the foundation with the legs, we can stay high, or again, you might come down initially on the forearms, maybe making a pillow. Maybe taking the arms out, honoring that each side will be different. One more round of breath. And then we'll begin to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. sliding that knee underneath the hip. Right leg going all the way back. Downward dog. Beginning to release the knees down to the earth, and we'll come to a kneeling position, sitting on the heels if this is comfortable. If it's really uncomfortable, just coming back to an easy seat. We're going to take a gentle twist. So hands onto the thighs, and then beginning to take that right hand towards the left knee or thigh. Left hand can be on the hip, foot, maybe the earth. Just make sure that right knee doesn't pop forward. We're going to scissor the legs and then take our twist. I'm going to take the hands back through center, and I'll take on the other side. And back. Taking the hands here at the heart, bowing the head to the hands in gratitude for investing in your well-being and your practice. And thank you for sharing this brief hip opening series with me, and I hope you have an amazing day.